Okay, good evening. So let's now it will be a brief microscopic review of two samples from semen, just fresh semen. I've taken it actually one, from the toilet paper and one, just from the tap. Maybe there will be some difference between the samples. And after that, I'll kind of like clean the table, rearrange the table, and we will take microscopic examination from the old crucible, the ancient garum, and the metal crucible that we used, we put on fire yesterday several times. It's going to be interesting. And after that, probably I'll make more cookies, like the many that I already have, the cookies are the sculptures, clay sculptures. That are it's aluminum foil mostly, and sometimes cloth wrapped on like a spoonful or so of this kind of material. And aluminum foil is wrapped typically with a layer of natural clay and then layer of synthetic clay. But let's start with the samples. So this was taken from the tap, as they say, and yesterday there wasn't much luck with the semen sample, semen sample. Maybe because I took it bad sample, or maybe because of a radiation event, maybe external event, or maybe something from within the apartment, because you know that, all sort of electrical appliances here are always bugged with all sort of electronic hazards. So again, we have the focus problem. Not sure why. Okay, so this definitely look more encouraging than yesterday. We definitely see Neros. And if we zoom in, we'll must probably also see the sperm cells, like the flagellums or whatever they called. Yes, you see them running around. Maybe zoom in even more. The microscope needs some kind of adjustment because it's difficult to focus. We definitely see sperm cells. Focus is like a keyword, a trigger. So if you say it, then there is a kind of a widely belief inside the Shabbat that if you hear or say a trigger word, then they use the horn of the car at the same time, it amplifies the trigger, and then it's like working. So I said focus, which is a known trigger word, like hot. Hot is another a trigger word. Focus and hot. So if you say hot or listen to another person listen to the word hot, or if you say the word focus or listen to another person hear the word focus, then presumably the hypnotic effect is amplified by a horn. That's why they use the horn car when the word is being uttered either by you or another person, because then you are presumably under their command. I probably never worked in the history of humankind, but they keep trying because that's what they do. Israelis, they keep trying. Seriously, it's a trash can. If you think that such a huge starfleet of aliens have arrived to Earth to clean your trash can, you're delusional. Israel is a trash can. They did not arrive to Earth to clean your trash can. They arrived to Earth to clean the globe, not a trash can. If you want, you can and should clean your trash can. The aliens are not here to clean your trash can. They are here to clean the globe. So difficult to focus. Let's do it with 64 again. But we certainly have seen, like, I mean, quite a bit of stuff. Like both Neros and sperm cells. Maybe let's, again, 150, we've seen the sperm cell better. So there's definitely a flow in sperm cells. Definitely sperm cells and some Neros, actually pretty big ones. I'm surprised, like we see mostly big ones. We don't see the small ones. I'm not sure why, but that's the case anyway. Also here we see, no, these are also big. And this is absolutely disgusting. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's from the toilet paper. Yeah, it's like a remnant of toilet paper. It's not a life form. Don't be this is a remnant of the toilet paper. Yeah, I can see it on the slide itself actually. You see? It's a remnant of toilet paper that was stuck in my because I jerk to toilet paper. So you see various Neros, which is great. Also, you can see it in the stargate position, which is lovely. Let's zoom in a little bit. This is nice. You see the stargate position. This is excellent. Very nice. And also sperm cells. Nice. So probably the sample from yesterday was maybe some kind of like a radiation attack, or maybe an outlier. Just, I mean, you know, it was taken from a place without much Neros. I don't know. They don't necessarily come, you know, in the exact same kind of, you know, distribution throughout the sample, the sampled material. These are, of course, the moving ones are, of course, the, you know, sperm cells. Okay, nice. Very nice. Of course, we still see life form, which is something that I shouldn't want to see in the, you know, in my sperm. But again, I'm always infected by the Israelis with a tremendous amount of diseases. The only way to cure it is to get out of hell, to be rescued from this hell. And here we see smaller Neros, which is also nice. But mostly we see bigger ones, which is interesting. We don't see much smaller ones. Okay, so let's quickly review the other sample, the second one. This was taken from the toilet paper. So we might see all sort of like a remnants of toilet paper. Okay, I must say, I don't like these life forms. It's disgusting. Even though it might be originated in the toilet paper itself, it might be contaminated. So actually, it's not best to take it from the toilet paper. because it might be contaminated. It's of course less accurate than, I mean, straight from the tap like the previous one. We do see Nero, but not many, and mostly all sort of like remnants of stuff. It's mostly all sort of garbage and a little bit of Neros. But all sort of garbage material that probably most of it originated in toilet paper itself and maybe a little bit in the sperm. So it was just a curiosity. I've never done it. I've never taken like a sample from the toilet paper, but it's the first time. So, but I won't do it again because it's not accurate and you don't really know, I mean, what's from the toilet paper and what's from the, you know, from the actual sample. So it's not that helpful actually. It's just a curiosity. And the toilet paper, of course, I mean, you know, although there are, I mean, it contains things from my hands that are not necessarily clean all the time. And the skin contains also like, you know, things that, I mean, from the room that is not, that is not really, you know, the cleanest. Okay, so it's not very that interesting, but I mean the previous one was taken just from the tap, so it was mostly just, I mean, you know, much more representative of what you actually can see, and these are good results. So again, the sample from yesterday was either just, I mean, an outlier, just, I mean, coincidence, or maybe as a result of kind of like radiation attack, maybe from something from the outside, or maybe from one of the appliances here, but now it looks fine. So next we will take samples from the crucibles. I mean, yes, from the ancient garum and from the new garum from yesterday. I'll take 2 of each, and maybe we'll take even more if I think there is like a need.